Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's that time of the day. It's that time of the week. Guess what, Tim?
What?
It's Friday. It's your Freaky Friday. It's your Friday the 13th happy hour edition of Crackpot, the Conspiracy Podcast. You're just going to start doing this for me now?
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'm outsourcing myself.
Yeah. You got to start pulling your own weight around here, man.
I know I do.
So what is this? Where am I? I feel confused and lost. This doesn't look like the garage. This doesn't look like my basement.
Feels like you should be in a car right now, doesn't it?
I know. I kind of miss the car.
There's something about it that I started to enjoy.
Yeah. I wouldn't even put on pants. I would just walk to my car and get in and yeah, cool.
I actually, I got to say, I started to really like the acoustics of that place because once we kind of figured out the sarcophagus arrangement, the King Tut thing.
It sounded good.
It actually sounded pretty good. It
sounded real good.
Plus you in the car, that's like a little sound booth, exactly. So it was good. Yeah. Now we're in a totally different space. This is Studio A2. We're coming at you live, coming at you hot.
I hope it sounds good.
I think it will. The only thing I'm concerned about is the air vent situation above your head.
About that too.
But I'm not willing to turn off the air conditioning today because it is exactly 30 degrees Celsius, and I am not going to screw around with that. So
is that hot?
It's 85 or 86. Yeah.
Oh, it came down. It was 93 earlier today.
Yeah. Well, it's going to get even hotter with how much you talk because. Anyways. Oof.
What?
Yeah.
Ouch, man. I don't get it.
Anyways.
Fun one, huh?
Yeah.
Our second favorite topic.
Mm-hmm. All right, fine. Music. I thought you were just going to interrupt me and say what it was. That's
music.
All.
It's music. We're talking about music.
We talked about a bunch of music and some real classics, I got to say, too. Real,
I learned that you like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Are we friends now?
Kind of have more respect for you. You're good. You can breathe easy.
I've been waiting
You've been waiting for
12 years or whatever, yeah.
Has it? Yeah, it probably has been.
It actually has been. I'm not counting. It's not weird. I just know when we started law school.
12 years, 4 months, and 13 days. Okay.
Anyway, so
time. I mean, any excuse I get to talk about Bob Dylan to a captive audience, I will take.
And nobody else will take you up on it.
Yeah, that's right. But no, that was fun. So we had a little conspiracy theory about Bob Dylan. So that was neat-o.
Yes.
And the second half, I'm going to say, was my favorite half because I didn't know any of that stuff.
It is better when you're not the one presenting.
Yeah. But Stevie Wonder, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And just for the record, you're all in on it?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you never told me what albums of his do you know or are you into, or is it just kind of the hits and stuff? For the most part?
Songs in the Key of Life was the first one that I heard, and therefore that's the one I have the most affinity for.
Yep, for sure.
But Inversions is really good too.
It's really good. That whole stretch there was just phenomenal. Did I ever tell you I've been to Motown?
No.
Motown Studios, yeah. Oh my God, it's so cool. If you are ever in Detroit or the Detroit Metro, I highly recommend it. It's a great tour. It's like a music memorabilia. And I mean, so Berry Gordy, he took his house and his garage and he turned it into a recording studio essentially. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was phenomenal because just so many amazing artists came out of there, but it was African American owned, and then of course African American artists, and they were just shooting up the charts, and everyone wanted that Motown sound, But you walk through there and you got Michael Jackson's glove, and you got the Supremes whatever, and it's all there, and it's Stevie Wonder's something. I don't remember everything, but I will say, funny thing. So little tour guide took us around. It was interesting. He's pointing out oh, that's blah blah blah, and this is where this happened. It was neat. I was taking pictures. And then they brought us to the actual studio, the actual studio. And there was a piano.
Oh, wow.
And there was a drum kit in the back, and a bunch of signs that say "Don't touch." And it's okay, well, you can just take a picture, whatever, and then let's all go into the gift shop. And I just waited behind till everyone went into the gift shop, and I walked around that room just singing, Marvin Gaye, and just at the top of my lungs, just listening to it bounce off the walls. It was so cool. It was just so cool.
Well, I was going to say, it's amazing how, even at that time,
Yeah.
They had figured out how to make it sound really, really good with like the bare bones of equipment. I mean, on tape.
Yeah.
I mean, I can barely use this stupid computer to do this thing, and I'm like, what am I even looking at half the time?
Right.
But that was, like...
They just captured it.
Exactly.
But I mean, some studio, I can't really speak about that one per se, but some studios that like become known for that iconic sound.
Yeah.
It's almost a mistake, like Stax, big soul studio in, I want to say, Tennessee. I might be wrong about that, but they basically bought an old movie theater. And they took out all the seats, and then they put the musicians would play where like the screen was, like the stage, and the acoustics of the room were angled in such a way that like the bass was incredibly resonant.
Sure.
And they didn't even try to do that, but like you hear that stack sound, and it's just like got that solid, you can just hear that groove, and everyone's like, how do we replicate it? Like, what microphones you're using? It's like, no, you just gotta get an old movie theater. So,
that's crazy.
But I don't know, fun stuff though.
Well, I can't wait till people talk about how great Studio A2 sounds, and they're just going to try to like replicate it. They're like, what? How do you even?
How'd you do it?
Well,
it's really just the air ducts over the microphones.
Yeah. No, there's way more thought that I put into this, believe it or not. Okay, it's very scientific. I'm a physics guy, if you will.
Yeah,
so,
you are.
Yep. Tim, I think we're going to keep this one a little bit shorter here today. I know it's getting late, but I will say, if you haven't checked us out yet on Patreon, mosey on over there. We've got both weekly shows, both bonus shows, blooper reels. We've got the every other week show cadence as well for the Monday topics. $3 gets you everything.
$3 gets you everything.
Yep. So check it out. We appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Want to do some more cool stuff with the show, and so therefore any and all support is appreciated. Yeah. And if you happen to be either Duluth Pack or Kirkland brand Italian sparkling mineral water, we're looking for a sponsor.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Or anyone else that wants to chip in a little bit, that'd be great too.
Let's not go for something like so cheap. Let's go for like the Kirkland stuff.
Kirkland water.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, fair point.
Aim big, my friend.
This is right. I like that. That's true. All right,
everybody. Well, we'll see you on Monday, bright and early, 5 a.m. CST, North America, planet Earth, Milky Way galaxy. You're supposed to cut me off here. I usually go to Andromeda because I don't know what else is out there.
Which is not accurate. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks.